My husband stole a family heirloom from me and gave it to his sister. Now he needs to look for a new wife because I refused to stay in his life. When I was 5, my Nana gave me her tea set. It had been given to her by her mother. Since my Nana had no daughters of her own and I was the only girl among her 11 grandchildren, she gave it to me. It's a full bone china set. I don't know if it has monetary value, but its sentimental value is immeasurable. I have had it, kept it, and used it for nearly 28 years, and I wanted to pass it down to my own daughter or granddaughter one day. My husband knows all this. His sister and her family came to stay with us for a week. Whenever I have little girls over, I pull out my tea set for a tea party. I make tea sandwiches, scones, cakes, and biscuits. My Nana made tea parties a big deal with me, and I carry that on, so my sister-in-law, her daughter, and I had an afternoon tea party. It was a couple of weeks after that I had my friend and her daughters coming to visit, and of course, I planned a tea party. On the morning of, I baked, made sandwiches, and went to pull out my tea set, but it was gone. I keep it in a cabinet in my kitchen. I wash it and put it away every time until the next time. I went a little mad looking for it. The visit came and went. I spent days tearing my house apart looking for it. Every cabinet, drawer, cupboard, the whole house was turned inside out. My husband even helped me. He was insistent that it couldn't have grown feet and walked away on its own. That's what gets to me. He knew damn well where it was, but he pretended that I had misplaced it. He knew how upset I was and tried to comfort me with promises to buy me a new set, as though a new set could replace my Nana's. A few weeks later, he came home with a cheap, thin-looking set that he bought at Walmart or something. I threw it in the bin. Call me ungrateful if you want, I don't care, I was ungrateful. Something you treasure, something of great sentimental value given to you by your long-late Nana cannot be replaced, no matter how much, or little, in this case, the replacement cost. Then I heard my husband on the phone. I heard him say that when we visit, to put it away and tell Melly not to mention it because I'm still upset about it. He didn't say the words tea set, but I knew that's what he was talking about. I walked in while he was still on the phone and called him a thief. He was like a deer in headlights. He quickly hung up and tried to explain, but I wouldn't hear it. I told him to get it back. His sister called me, and I called her a thief. I told her to return it in the same condition she took it, or I would be calling the police, then I hung up on her. My husband tried reasoning with me. He told me his niece loved it so much and that kind of thing really is for little girls. He said he was going to talk to me about leaving it to her anyway, so where is the harm that she has it now? He said I was too old to be playing around with kids' toys and I really should grow up. He said I was immature and it means nothing. What he meant is that it means nothing to him so I should forget it. The next day, I not only went to the police to report the theft, but I also called my brother who lives in the same city as my husband's sister. My brother went around and got my tea set. My husband was livid and spent a couple of days calling me a lot of derogatory names. His tune changed when he came home to find me packing my stuff. He stole from me, pretended he didn't know anything about it, insulted me, and tried to gaslight me. Now he's saying how sorry he is, and that we can work this out. I don't think we can. I look at him and see someone who steals from me, lies to me, makes me feel small, someone untrustworthy who doesn't care about me. 2 of my brothers will be here tomorrow to help me move. I'm taking everything that means anything to me because I don't think I'll see any of it again if I leave it all with him. We can fight it out in court about the rest. I've been told that I'm overreacting to leave him over a tea set, but it's not just a tea set. It's my Nana's history, it's my history. It's years of happy memories with her, with my mother, and other female relatives, friends. He stole all that from me when he gave it away. Commenter. I think the sister-in-law just told him she wanted it for the niece. She has to know it's valuable, so I bet she kept it in a safe place so the kid wouldn't break it and she could sell it. I believe you are onto something there. When my brother went to get it back, she gave it to him in a box, and all the individual pieces were wrapped in bubble wrap. She had my tea set for a long time. Long enough to give it to her daughter. I wonder if any other things of yours, things you don't use as often, have been given away. Maybe he started small, and you didn't notice. While packing, I have noticed other things missing. Small things in terms of their significance to me. For example, a bracelet my brother and sister-in-law bought me a year or so ago. The last time I wore it was a couple of months ago, but I've not seen it while packing my things. I've started listing down jewelry, clothes, some vinyl records, and other stuff that I can't find but know I definitely own. Update 1. Just a tiny one because it's only been 4 days, but my inbox is collapsing under all the message requests for an update. I have moved out, 2 of my brothers and 2 of my cousins helped me move. I took videos pre, during, and post my leaving. There was some unpleasantness prior to their arrival, but their arrival saw its end. They came with a moving truck, and all I had packed was some luggage with my clothes and a few boxes of other stuff, but they filled that truck, and I have the soon-to-be ex on video helping them, laughing with them, but when I gave him my house keys, he was not looking at me with any love or regret. The plan was to move back in with my parents, but all my brothers, my 2 cousins that helped me move, and another cousin had a meeting of the minds on FaceTime the night before coming to help me. My brother who retrieved my tea set opened his big mouth about the tea set situation, and they've become suspicious of just about everything. Due to those suspicions, they decided my plan was rubbish and came up with one of their own. I was moved into the 3rd cousin's home. He has top-notch security, cameras, sensors, monitoring, you name it, he probably has it. My brothers have not let up about their suspicions, but suspicions are all they have, and I'm going to see that it stays that way. I am not going to tell them anything. I love my brothers and I love my cousins. I do not want to spend the rest of my life visiting them in jail. I've taken some of the advice people offered. Saving the videos and going through old footage, making a missing items list and looking for photo evidence of these items. I have already spoken to my uncle's wife, the divorce lawyer. I was going to go with someone else because she's family, but she's bound by lawyer-client privilege. I have not blocked him, so all the voicemail and SMS and Facebook Messenger messages he's sending are getting through and being saved. I'm sure I'm leaving stuff out, but that will have to do for now. I have moved out, I am safe. Thank you everyone, I'll let you know when I have more to tell.